Hey guys, it's Alyssa Marie, your intuitive reader. Today I am going to be speaking about a definitely more serious topic, and I know it's not my normal upload schedule day, but I really do feel the need to upload this video because I have been having quite a few downloads come in for me, and I do want to share them with you, okay? And so, of course, take it or leave it, but this is some information that I have gotten that I want to share. So, this information revolves around the dark side of the 22222 portal that we just had. And whenever you look up about, a portal with repeating numbers, you're going to see a lot of positivity. And that's wonderful because these portals really equate to, from what I have researched anyway, heightened energies. And you will be able to manifest more of your desires and yada, 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 right? But I'm here to talk about, in particular, the recent events of our world. And I am by no means educated enough politically to talk about anything politically today. We are not focusing on that, okay? Because I am not qualified enough to talk about that. But I am going to be focusing on things, in my opinion, that I have gotten downloads from energetically. I have primarily got these downloads from the Arcturians because I do primarily work with them. And in particular, I have gotten downloads regarding Russia's invasion into Ukraine. Okay. And I want to give a little context to my last video. So if you haven't watched that video, I recommend you watch it. Really, though, it's just a light language transmission. And in the light language transmission, right, when I am channeling, I don't necessarily understand what I'm channeling in that moment, but I can feel things. I can feel, heaviness. And I felt so heavy in that channeling, and I felt, when I kind of rewatched part of it and listened to it, I really felt anger. I felt a lot of anger, and I felt hope and things like that, but I just couldn't there was anger, right? And I don't hardly ever get anger when I do a transmission. And so the nights following that upload, about every night as I was falling asleep, I would either dream about, or I would get those epiphanic thoughts that I have talked about before from my guides. And to me, those epiphanic thoughts are light codes that are being translated, or they are telepathic communication from my guides. Well, I have been told point blank that, in particular, the Russian government, primarily Putin, I should say, in an energetic standpoint, has used the portal's energy in conjunction with all the other stuff he uses, right? Money. I mean, we can talk all about that. And again, not in a political standpoint here. But the reason I'm bringing this up is that the Arcturians showed anger because Putin used the 22222 portal's energy, probably unknowingly, to really facilitate the want to invade. Now, he probably already had that want way before then. But just as we use the heightened energies to manifest more money for ourselves, a relationship, it was just all this intense energy needed to propel him further into his wants and desires to take over, right? And so what I'm talking about here today is the dark side of the portal, meaning that when we have these portals, there are these heightened energies, but if these energies really get in the wrong hands, people can use them for bad. And that is what I'm trying to bring awareness to. It's happened now, it's happened before. And the reason why it clicked for me is because Putin's invasion of Ukraine happened just days after the portal. And as we know, when the portal is open, I just feel like I would think, to me, the portal still feels open. More of those energies are just here. Now, I don't want to, again, say this to like instill fear or to offend anyone, because there's a lot more behind why probably Putin decided to invade and politically, and we're not looking at that. But the reason why the Arcturians were angry with everything, what I felt, is because they said, again, to me, when I listened to that, they said, again, you humans use this portal for bad? Again? They kept repeating that to me. Again. And I was like, for a minute, I was like, what do you mean again? And they said, throughout history, portals or not, humans have taken energy that we higher dimensional beings have actually facilitated to the earth and used them for acts of war, violence, destruction. And of course, they've used the energy for good as well. Not to mention the own energy that we have, from our own sun, from our own earth, and from our own selves. But the energy that these beings, like the Arcturians, have given us, these portals really allow the energy sent by these beings and their star systems, because in my perspective, the light codes come from, say, Arcturus, the star, and then come to our sun, and then come to us. All those light codes, they're not just coming to me really, I don't think, by random, or coming to us by random, but rather because they have planned to come. And then when that portal comes around, they're really intense. And they kept saying to me, again, you humans did this again. We thought this was over. We thought that you have realized the destruction of war. We thought that you have realized the destruction of life, and how one thing leads to another, and how, this is why they said humans stay in the third dimension. Not to say that the third dimension is a bad dimension, because it is not, but they say that humans have a hard time ascending because they go back to these kind of destructive ways. And of course, what Putin has done with Ukraine energetically is nothing to do, with you or me. It's not our fault. But as a whole, he affects humanity. And that's why we have to affect humanity as well. I'm thinking about doing a live stream where we do a guided meditation together, send some healing love to Ukraine, and to the world at large. Because I'll be honest with you guys, like, the last few days, I have felt so energetically terrible. I'm having trouble sleeping. But then I feel so fatigued. Quite frankly, it's not helping my mental health. And to all of you out there that also struggle with mental health, just knowing that there's a place in the world where there's, war and terrible things going on, and we can't stop it. You probably understand as well that it's very anxiety provoking, and you just feel so hopeless. You feel so helpless. You feel so scared. It's okay to feel scared, because I'll tell you guys, excuse me, I feel scared. I feel really freaking scared. I feel scared for the people there, of course, but you guys, myself, planet Earth, I'm scared. And so I know this maybe was a bit of a rambling video, but my point is that I had to tell you guys this, that these portals are not always just sunshines and rainbows. These portals can bring about destruction too, and facilitate and maybe enhance destruction. Again, not saying that's the only thing. But so, in a sense, we have to be aware of that, and we have to counteract that. We have to always counteract darkness, okay? And I think one way, I know a lot of spiritual teachers will say, oh, stay off the news, it promotes negativity. I don't believe that. I think it promotes awareness to be informed. And to be informed is to be, if you look at the news, if you connect with your guides to some degree, you don't want to live on the news, you don't want to live always trying to figure out, this and that. But when you are informed about the current situation of the world, this is how we can then promote change. And energetically, I think we really all need to unite in the best way that we can. If that means for you praying, pray. If that means for you doing a guided meditation together, like I mentioned, we should do that. If that means just, if you're able to donate, to organizations that help humanitarian relief over there, you can do that. I'm not really in the financial position to do that at the moment, but to be aware, I think, is to really also help promote change. And so going forward, I want you guys to know that I am here for you. We are a family, and I don't want my channel to ever appear as if it is all, again, sunshine and rainbows. I think you guys know that by now, I hope, because I am not somebody to pretend that there isn't anything going on in the world. I am by no means a large YouTube channel, but I have enough people following me to not say something. I will always say something. Even if I was a really teeny tiny YouTube channel, I would still say something about this, about the current situation. And so I want you guys to know again that I am here for you. You can comment, and sometimes it might take me a few days because I'm really trying to spend time with myself. I did suspend my readings from my Etsy for a little while. I just need some personal time, feeling very energetically drained. But I love you guys, and I want you to know that just because the last transmission I did was Arcturians with anger, it's not anger in the sense that there's no hope, but it's anger in the sense that we do as humans really need to change. We really need to change. We need to give out love, light. We need to stop hate. We need to stop violence. We need to stop greed. We need to accept love and change and positivity. And so again, I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.